All right, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Wahara Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, those who rule well and who taught me this truth. Salutations to you, brothers, stiffly pushing this one truth out there. And shalom to the rest of the 1/3 remnant of men, women, and children seeking salvation at the hands of Yahweh Shah as we await the second Exodus. This is your brother Rakaga Bar. All right, and I'm back at you, with a quick lesson that I want to touch on, man, is dealing with the chip. All right, the Rev 13, and the fact that as we are seeing these war drums beat louder and louder, all right, that we got to understand, man, that they about to roll this deal in. All right, they about to roll this in. All right, and there's this video I'm gonna play for you. All right, it's gonna show you that over there in Europe, all right, the EU/NATO represents the beast. All right, that the whore America is riding upon. All right, that's what you read about in Revelations 13. Revelation 17, man. And what you're gonna find out is that the beast got this thing ready, man. They been had this thing in the works. All right, it's being created. You see, when you research the Pentagon, all right, you find out they came out with like a disease or COVID detecting chip. Okay. And many countries over there in Europe, had this, man. When you look at Sweden, okay, thousands of Swedens have this chip in them already, which I have several articles, all right, that I want to, just briefly skim over, just showing you the fact that we're here, man. This is no longer a thing of science fiction, all right. This is no longer taboo, okay. This thing is real, and they got this thing ready, man. So as we continue to see them crash the world economies, okay, when you look at countries like different third world countries, developing countries like Sri Lanka, Peru, the African countries, Middle East countries, you see, and so on and so forth, man. You're seeing that because of the economic crisis that's going on right now, dealing with the black horse, okay, in Revelations, okay, dealing with, famine, inflation, all right, increased fuel and food prices, all right, a cost of living crisis, all right, and all those things, man. You see that these countries around the world, all right, are crumbling. You see their economies are crumbling, all right, and they're not able to withstand, the plagues that they're being hit with, okay. You see, so understand, man, that, these elites, all right, the whole notion to build back better, all right, understand, man, in order for them to build back better, they have to destroy the current infrastructure. All right. So what I want to do in this lesson real quick is just touch on the update with this chip, man. How this thing is here and these elites are setting the stage to roll in this new monetary system. All right. So, Lord's willing, this lesson's edifying. All right.
Let's talk about payments. Year after year, the societies that we live in are becoming more and more cashless. More and more people use credit cards and smart payment solutions, and more merchants accept payments through payment terminals, making our purchases easy and more convenient. Using payment devices makes our life easier and safer. You don't need to search for pennies and count them to provide the merchant with the exact amount. You just take the credit card, tap it, and the payment is done within a couple of seconds. But is it really safe and convenient to use these devices? Did we reach the ceiling and cannot go any further? The answer is no. And that is why we created Walletmore. Walletmore is the world's first company that makes it possible to pay with a subdermal implant. All you need is your hand.
All right. Walletmore, all right, which stands for the wallet of tomorrow. Okay. This is a new monetary system they setting up, man. This is what, when we read in Revelations 13, starting around the 15th verse, all right, when they cause all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, all right, understand that this is what they're referring to, man. You see, they said this is the world's first company to create a subdermal implant, all right, that can be used for payments. You see, so this is here, man. And this was released a year ago. All right. So during the pandemic, you see, it's of no coincidence that that they are speaking about these things, all right, that all the nations are developing central bank digital currencies around the same time a global pandemic outbreak occurred. You see, around the same time where you have the BRICS nations that are looking to develop their own global reserve currency. Okay. You have to understand, man, that Babylon the Great, America, all right, which I have an article on it, is looking to develop their own central bank digital currency as well, man, because this is a worldwide thing. Okay. And one of the reasons they're going to give for why they're pushing for it is because they can't lose on a world stage to China. All right. Because China already has the digital yuan. Okay. And on it from an economical standpoint, man, Babylon doesn't want to lose footing in that sense. You see, which they're already they're already losing footing, man. With the creation of the new global reserve currency by the BRICS nations. Okay. And, all these things that are destroying this economy over here, Babylon the Great is going to have to develop a central bank digital currency, man. And when you understand it, it's all by design. Okay. Which I have a map I'm going to show you dealing with the fact that many nations around the world, all right, have already researched this chip, this central bank digital currency, man, which is going to be on this chip this dude's referring to. All right. Because before this place can be nuked and turned into a desert, all right, they had been implemented this chip worldwide. All right. And you're going to see a lot of sheep are going to begin to take this. All right. And like I said earlier, understand that people, in Sweden, and I'm sure it's not just Sweden, man, different countries, all right, have already taken this chip. All right. I believe, even in certain Asian countries, you see, because they're more advanced, technological wise versus America. You see, so they're already moving towards the monetary system. All right. The wallet of tomorrow, if you will. Right. Because why, man, when you understand it, that chip is going to hold everything. OK, the wallet of tomorrow. OK, when you play that trailer entitled Implanted, it goes into that, man. You're not going to have everything on there. Your digital ID. All right. Your central bank digital currency for the particular nation you live in. OK, your different health passes. All right. Passports. You see, everything's digital, man. Everything's moving digital. This is what the fourth industrial revolution is all about. OK, and that's why they predictively program the masses with these various shows. All right. Black Mirror. All right. Uploaded. Went out on Amazon, I believe. Biohackers. You see, and we could go on and on, man, because this is the beast system that John the Revelator, all right, saw being set up. You see, and not only did he see it being set up, man, he ultimately saw the masses of sheep taking it. All right. So let's rewind it back a little bit.
Done within a couple of seconds. But is it really safe and convenient to use these devices? Did we reach the ceiling and cannot go any further? The answer is no. And that is why we created Walletmore. Walletmore is the world's first company that makes it possible to pay with a subdermal implant. All you need is your hand. Walletmore implants are biosafe, secure, to pay with a subdermal implant. All you need is your hand. Walletmore implants are biosafe, secure, ultimately convenient, and they are globally acceptable.
Globally acceptable. You see that, man? Globally acceptable. Okay, that's the point. You see, when you understand this is a worldwide thing going on, okay, that they're crashing these nations' economies on purpose because this is a worldwide agenda, man. You see, it's going to be globally accepted. All right, which this article I have put up dealing with the Swedens, a lot of them, when the pandemic kicked off, a lot more people start getting it because it was going to be an acceptable form to show your passport. All right, your C-19 passport. Okay. Because like I said, man, that on this chip, it can hold a lot of data. All right. And so a lot of Swedes, when this pandemic kicked off, they didn't want to have all the, the physical C19 cards, and having to worry about your keys and your wallet and your credit cards and your physical ID and all those things, man. They're going to have it on one single, one single chip. Okay.
They are small, flat, passive NFC transponders that store your account's data. They work as a standard contactless payments wearables and are accepted worldwide by every payment terminal processing contactless payments. The implant.
You see that? You see that, man? They're going to be acceptable every payment system that accepts contactless payments. Okay, and this is why they've gradually pushed society into a cashless. They push all these countries into cashless societies, man. So you can go anywhere and use contactless payments nowadays. Okay? It was all by design. You see, it was all by design, man. Okay? Even dealing with the credit card, man. How, you first swiped it, then it had a chip. All right? Then, you're able to tap it. Now what, man? You're able to wave it. Wave your card over it. All right? Or dealing with Amazon One, you just wave your hand. You see, dealing with Iran, which this just went out, over the last several months. Okay, that they're incorporating a, is it called, using biosignature. So using like your face, your fingerprint. All right, to as far as grocery, paying for your groceries. All right. And in order to, purchase goods at cheaper rates, all right, or discounted rates, you're going to have to ultimately participate, in that system. You see? So this is the framework that they're setting up, man, because everybody knows we're in a global food shortage. OK, and it's going to be hard to get food and supplies. All right. So what's going to happen is, through the spirit, man, they're going to have it to where, if you want to continue getting these supplies and things, man, that are going to be in scarcity, that they're going to be rationing it out with the military. OK, guess what? You're going to have to take this chip. All right. You see that movie Songbird. All right. Which just went out, Songbird, man. You see where, in order for you to be able to buy groceries and things like that, man, and participate in society, you're going to have to submit to their system. All right. And it's being set up right underneath your feet. Okay.
Capsule and biopolymer material has been tested to be biocompatible and hypoallergenic, which means that it doesn't react with your body's cells. If requested, the implant can be easily removed at any time by any general practice doctor during a simple office visit. The NFC, just like your bank card, implant authorizes the payment transaction only when it's placed in a very short distance from a payment terminal. Additionally, the implant doesn't violate the basic privacy principles. Just like your bank card, the implant doesn't track your location because it doesn't have any battery, GPS radio, or any other spying or activity tracking systems.
What is more, using WalletMore implant is completely free of charge. There is neither a maintenance fee nor a subscription fee. Every time you make a purchase, you are being charged only the amount that you pay to the merchant, with no strings attached. WalletMore is a wallet of tomorrow. Get into the new era of payments and get your implant now.
Get into the new era of payments and get your implant now. You see, this is what these devils want, man. And this is what they're going to cause, just go ahead and go to it, all to do. Okay? Just like they caused everyone to, take the jab, right? They made it, made it to where they tried to, make life hell for you if you didn't get it. Okay. A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of people quit their jobs. Okay. You see, not being able to go into certain restaurants. Okay. certain sports games, venues, concerts without having that jab, man. You see, and those, restrictions and lockdowns are coming back. Okay. They're coming back, man. All right. Because, they're starting to talk about the monkey pox and they're starting to talk about the virus again, man. You see, and Biden already said there's going to be another pandemic. You see, I believe Bill Gates said it as well, man. All right. The first one is really like a trial period or whatever. Okay. This next one, man, is going to be the it. All right. That's going to be it, man. They're going to try to roll this thing in. Okay. Because they already, seen how people reacted. All right. So on and so forth. They know people can't take another lockdown, man. You see, people are ready to break because all the shit that's going on right now. All right. People are about to explode, man. And so their way out, okay, of, with all these restrictions and hinderings on you is going to be to take their chip. All right. But yeah, man, this is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right. Which, if you understand it, man, Elon Musk. Okay. We all know about Neuralink. Okay. The brain chip. All right. You had little Uzi Vert and Grimes talking about getting it so they could have the knowledge of the gods. Okay. And this devil, Elon Musk, man, they're past the animal testing phase. All right. I believe it was earlier, sometime last year, when they said that they're ultimately ready for human trials. You see? So the chips are ready, man. And, coming months, they're going to implement this deal. All right. They're about to implement it, man, because as loud as these war drums is beating, you see the nations are assembling. All right. The Euphrates River is being dried up. OK, that prophecy is coming to pass. Why? Because the Most High is gathering the kings of the East. All right. To gather them in the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right. In the Middle East, man, for this third war, this final war, man. And before that destruction of Babylon the Great can occur, this will have been implemented. You see, and that movie, all right, that trailer dealing with Implanted, man, it takes place in the year 2023. Okay. It takes place in the year 2023, man. You see, so through the spirit, man, Lord willing, they about to roll that deal out. Okay. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see that? You're not going to be able to operate in society without it, man, because why? They push towards a cashless system. All right. A cashless society, and they have all these payment systems that are moving cashless. You see, when I go to, when you go to the store, okay, it's like you go to Walmart, they've pretty much got rid of most of the cashiers. Okay. A lot of these stores have gotten rid of the cashiers, man. If you've been paying attention, all right, they've gradually gotten rid of the cashiers. And when you go to check out, all right, self-checkouts ultimately have like a camera, that records your face. You see that bio recognition software that they're using over there in Iran. All right. As I speak, you see, so this thing is fully underway, man. And like I said, they're about to roll this deal in. All right. But yeah, you go to click on the word causeth. It says, let's see here. It comes from the Greek poeo. All right. It says to make or do. All right. To make or do. To make ready, to prepare. Okay. To make one do something. You see that? To make one do something. To cause one to. Right? So what they make everybody do, man, when this pandemic first kicked off? Made everybody get the jab. You see? This is what they're going to do with this as well, man. And so we click on these, last couple articles I have pulled up and go ahead and end it off. All right. This article here was released this year on April 11th. All right. You read what it says, man. The blank implants that let you pay with your hand. Okay. which I'm not going to read the article, all right? But you see what it is, man. We know what it is now, right? You know, these false prophets and things that's not teaching about it, all right? They just don't have to understand it. You see, this is, like I said, this is not science fiction no more, man. This thing is clearly evident. You see, like I mentioned earlier, this article reads, facing COVID passport mandate, more Swedes get blank implants. You see, which I want to read a little bit of this. It says, following Sweden's announcement that the C vaccine passport requirement will be put into practice, Slovakia, the number of people who got blank inserted under their skin rose, according to local media. All right, and that's what's going to happen, man, in these times, all right? The number of people who going to get it is going to be insane because people are tired of having to live under these conditions, man, under these restrictions, okay? You know, people are trying to travel and shit, but guess what? They got to pay higher gas prices, so people ain't even traveling like they planned on doing. You see, thousands of flights are being canceled, all right? And all this is just agitating the people further and further, man. You see, they at their tipping point, all right? Let's see, skip down a little bit. It says, according to Digital Cultures researcher Moa Peterson, around 6,000 people in Sweden have so far had a chip inserted in their hands, you know. So thousands of people, man, which is probably higher than that number now. Okay. But yeah, man, this was released January the 12th of last year. So that number is definitely higher at this point. All right. And like I mentioned earlier, Biden, the U.S., Babylon the Great, all right, is looking to create a central bank digital currency. Okay. Let's see here. This was released March the 9th of this year. It says a U.S. digital currency could be on the horizon. All right. The Biden administration is putting its support behind the research and development of a U.S. central bank digital currency. You see, because they got to do what these elites tell them to do, man. Because the elites are the ones that control, you know, the 13 bloodlines or whatever the case. All right. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers over there in Europe, over there in the Beast. All right. Are pushing this thing forth into the world. All right. When you go into Micah 2:1, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. All right. The world, as scriptures tell you, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay. So these elites have the money. All right. The power, the ability. All right. To put their agendas forth into motion. You see, when you click on this map, which was released this year, all right, February 2022, these are all the countries around the world and their central bank digital currency status. You see, a lot of them are either in the research phase or past it. And, you know, which I believe, man, they really already got, they got this thing ready, you know. They might say they're in the research phase, but they really got this deal ready. All right. You have countries that are piloting it. All right. China, certain African countries. All right. Countries that have the proof of concept, you know, they got this thing ready, man. It's launched in a country in Africa. Okay. They got this deal ready, man. They about to roll it out. Okay. They got the central bank digital currencies because that's what's going to be tied to that chip. Okay. That's going to be the new payment system, the new payment structure. All right. And that's why they're crashing the current one, man. You see, they're destroying the old world order and trying to bring in this new one. Okay. And that's pretty much the point, man. You know, this thing is fully underway, man. And let me see if I can play this trailer real quick, which I played several times, but all right, before I play it real quick, man, I'm gonna go ahead and end it off and give all praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Wahar Kakadash. This is here, man. This is it. They about to implement it. and roll it out, man. We ain't got too much longer, all right? But I want you to pay attention to the fact that it says in 2023, all right? Now, you know these elites like the predictive program, okay? So on and so forth, which this trailer went out in 2021, okay? So, Lord willing, man, we got to stay vigilant and pay attention because they about to roll this deal out. All right, Shalom.
Now back online.
Good morning, Sarah. I need to create a clinical profile for you, Sarah. Which is more powerful, love or hate?
I am actually an
Now, watch the words that flash across the screen, man, because this is how the elites predictive program and try to, you know, plant things into the subconscious. All right. Watch these words, man, because this was all going to be tied to this. All right.
optimist, so I like to think love.
Make efforts to live a low-stress lifestyle and cultivate relationships.
Yeah. You want to throw in a boyfriend too?
If you help me, I will take care of you. You're now under my control. Go to 47 West 13th Street. If the scientist doesn't comply, you must kill her. Well then, Sarah. I always get what I want. I have you under my control.
It's going down. With that, Shalom to the next one.